noho, please be seated. Ka mihi nui kia tatou katoa. In the name of Te Whare Wānanga o Otago, University of Otago, I, Stephen Higgs, Chancellor, warmly welcome you all to this graduation ceremony. The purpose of this ceremony is the conferment of degrees and the awarding of diplomas. E ka mana o te whenua nei, ko tēnei te mihi kia koutou. I also acknowledge the Mayor of Dunedin, His Worship Aaron Hawkins, who is a proud graduate of our university. Studying at Otago is often a life-changing experience. New opportunities are opened up by a world-class education from our academic programs and Otago's unique campus culture with its strong sense of whānau offers lifelong education and friendships. Our students study together, play sport together, party together, and some even make mistakes and learn together. And it is this that makes the Otago experience unique. Graduation is a special opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our graduands in the presence of friends, whānau and university staff. We appreciate you giving us the opportunity to celebrate with you all. I now call on Professor John Broughton to give a formal Māori speech of welcome.
He aha te mea nui o te au, māku e ki ake, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. What is the most important thing in the world? I will say it is people, it is people, it is people. Ti hei mauri ora, for hold the breath of life. Te whare wānanga o Otago, te marae kai waho tēnā korua. To this House of Learning, the University of Otago, and the Forum of the University, greetings. I ngā mate I runga I o tātou marae, haere koutou, haere koutou, haere koutou. We acknowledge all those who have gone before. Tā Toby Curtis, haere, haere, haere. Haere ki te mātua I te rangi, haere, haere, haere. Te hunga ora, tēnā koutou. Kei te tuahau ki te mihi whakatau ki e koutou, mo te whare wānanga o Otago, ki te reo o ngā runanga o ngai tahu o tēnei rohe, ko Otago, ko Huirapa, ko Moeraki. I stand to greet you today on behalf of the University of Otago with the voice of the ngai tahu people of this place, the people of Otago, Huirapa and Moeraki. Whakatau mai, whakatau mai, whakatau mai rau. Welcome to you all. E te kanohi o te whare wānanga o Otago Chancellor, tēnā koe. E te tumuaki tuarua Pro-Chancellor, tēnā koe. E te tumuaki Vice-Chancellor, tēnā koe. E te rangatira o Otipoti, Your Worship the Mayor, tēnā koe. Inga mema o te kaunihira te whare wānanga o Otago, members of the University Council, tēnā koutou. E te kai korero I tēnā rā, Mr. Dave Darling, our speaker for today, special greetings to you. Inga ahorangi pumo, emeritus professors, ngā manu kura deans, ngā ahorangi professors, ngā homahi colleagues, tēnā koutou katoa. Inga manu hiri tuarangi ko tai mai nei ki tēnei hui whakapōtai, hara mai, no mai, and to you, the many visitors and friends and family who have come for this graduation ceremony, welcome. Nō reira, ngā iwi o ngā haue whā, to those gathered here from the four winds, nō te tai Tokerau from the north, nō te tai Rāwhiti from the east, nō te tai Hauru from the west, and nō te tai Tongahoki, and from here in the south, hara mai, no mai, welcome. Ngā waka o te motu, ngā whānau, ngā hapu, ngā iwi katoa, tēnā koutou. E ngā tangata katoa no te moana nui a Kiwa, and to the people from across the Pacific, ta lofa lava ma loilelei, nisambula vanaka, kiorana I orana aloha. I ngā whakatipuranga hau o Paitahi, ka nui ngā mihi ki a koutou katoa, and to our new generation of graduates and diplomats, greetings to you all. I ngā korowai whero, and to our PhD graduates, tēnā hoki koutou. I ngā paitahi katoa kua huhu mai nei I tēnei rā mō tēnei whiwhi tohu māturanga. Te rā nui mō koutou me tō whānau hoki. Greetings to you gathered here today for this graduation, a special day for you and for your families. Through your own hard work and achievements, you have created new opportunities, horizons, and choices as you proceed from here to engage in your chosen career paths, vocations, and professions. And to the many friends and families who are gathered here today, you have sent your young people to us as students, whose lives are forever enriched by this great and truly wonderful and unique experience that is forever Otago. Yes. And so today we proudly present them back to you as graduates and diplomats of Te Whare Wānanga o Otago, the University of Otago. Nō reira, inga mana, inga reo rauranga tira mā, tēnā koutou, kia ora tātou katoa, kia ora.
Thank you, Professor Broughton. The first verse of the New Zealand National Anthem will now be sung, first in Māori and then in English. The words are printed inside the back cover of your graduation booklet. Please stand. Please be seated. By the authority of the University of Otago, I, Stephen James Higgs, Chancellor, will now confer degrees and award diplomas of the University upon those declared qualified to receive them by the Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellors and Deans concerned, and on those listed in the programme but not present. The Vice-Chancellor.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Michael Anthony Crosby. Fahana Feroz. Peter Clark Grace. Louise Mahinarangi Kewani Doig. Mona Kushan. Kate McAnally. Duk Min Win. Romulo Junior Fernandez Nieves. Robin Marie Pickens. Jonathan Caleb Sutton.
From now on, graduates will be crossing the stage mainly in groups of 3. Please delay your applause until after the last name in each group has been announced. Thank you. The Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Division of Humanities.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Arts, Katie Lee Coppleston Tipler, Shelby Olivia Nicol, and Jose Enrique Miguel Acosta Sanchez. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Arts by Thesis, Taylor Kate Adams. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Arts by Coursework, Robert Paul Dewey Griffith. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Grace Lotu Fungavai, Kayla Anna Vaiatoru Fox. Whaawitai lava. Connor Owen Davis Haythornthwaite, Mark Ronald John. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Arts and the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Ruby Alice Power Hamilton. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Amy Louise Ballantyne, Christopher George Barton, and Catherine Mary Brocky. Lainey Rose Cable, Havana Victoria Kane, and Kate Louise Caldwell. Jacob Martin Callender, Grace Emily Campbell, and Molly Ann Clark. Abby Ruth Collins, Chloe Rose Coombe, and Eileen Margaret Cecilia Corcoran. Darcy Charlotte Crowell, Riha Jacqueline Cullen, and Famile Mose Alisaya. Joshua David Elmore, Takashi Endo, and Esther Marguerite Garbett. Josie Garner, Hannah Elizabeth Marie Gee, Percival Alexander Halberstadt Hall. Olivia Akari Hatton, Ruby Aroha Heaton, and Janine Marie Height. Charles Barron Hyam Holt, Lewis Dugdale Hyam Holt, and Summer Louise Johnson. Mahabad Koonva, Alexander James Lake Smith, and Georgia Eden Leather. Henry Frederick Thomas Lallo, Elizabeth Charlotte Lynch, and Georgia Samantha Manzel. Matthew Huivaka Luca Manukor, Rosanna Gladys Marchant, and Maximilian Jude Marshall. Grayson Samuel James Corey Mattingly, Hannah Midiana McArdle King, and Kimberly Helene MacArthur. Thomas Brian Mackesy, Rosie Ellie Mims, and Al Grace Munro. Jack James Newsom, Abby Elizabeth Patterson, and Edgar Darwin Patterson. Emily Jane Patterson, Martha Katerina Piercy, and Vika Vahenga ki Malae Vakapuna Lupe Pau Piukala.
Let's go, baby!
Alexandra Jane Quatermass, Tohunga Ahukata Duncan Riwai, and Shaoning Sai. Megan Louise Schwartz, Sophie Sutherland, and Hannah Elizabeth Tarbottom. Lotta Agnes Mona Lisa Tumama, Wenjing Wu, and Shinu Zhong. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of International Development and Planning, Rhys Christopher Liam Mosley Martin and Nicholas McLean Topfer. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of International Studies, Jessie Van Boy, Bryn Robert Muscat Donald. Tessa McLeod Joyner and Joshua Finn Mackay. Liam Sinclair Miller and Neve Maria O'Donnell. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Master of Peace and Conflict Studies, Gabrielle Erin Thompson Hunter. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Master of Planning, Amy Holly Byers, Matthew Josh Campbell, and Mandela Jane Clark. Oliver Chris Philip Doherty Ramsey, Eleanor Joy Catherine Heel, and Hannah Iris Arnie Kelly. Joshua Willem Kennelly, Katie Jane Knopp, and Sinead Francis Lynch. Trent Allen Lynch, Kelsey Ann Mee, Robert Carl Alexander Schmidt. George Richmond William Van Pelt and Sean Cameron Widowson. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Bachelor of Music, Grace Olivia Leonard. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Bachelor of Performing Arts, David Apostle Sailinga Tuitama. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Master of Social Work, Kirsty May Mackenzie. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Master of Theology, Hamish John McLean. And Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Bachelor of Theology, Chantal Rose Harper.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of the Master of Indigenous Studies, Ahinata Sinead Kaitai Mullane.
The Dean, College of Education.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Teaching and Learning, Natalia Claire Tetlow. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Amy Louisa Ballantyne, Luke Cliff Clissold, Petra Elizabeth Corlett. Hannah Louise Keith, Morgan Louise Potter, Rowan Isabel Louisa Williams. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Education and Learning, Charlotte Kate Hayward, Melanie Green Taurari, Ronald Mata Taurari.
The Dean, Faculty of Law.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the graduation in the degree of Master of Laws, Fiona Claire Seal. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Laws with honours in the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Joseph Oliver Gary. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Laws with honours in the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, John T. William Brackenridge and Jack Herbert Heath. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Laws and the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Daisy Isabella Heafy Butts and Courtney Louise Miller. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Laws and the degree of Bachelor of Science, Emma Louise Dunstall Harris and Hamish Anthony Webster. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Laws and the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science, Samuel Neil Walton. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Laws and the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Bridget Grace Alexander, Jasmine Joy Tenjo Shivzin Chapham, Olivia Casey Jean Sampson. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Caitlin Jan Golightly, Angelina Koshenko, Bradley John McMurtry. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Abigail Diane Parker, Mila Michelle Maribel Wadmore, and Sophie Margaret Wallace.
The Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Division of Sciences.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Science and degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Sean Yun Lee Liu. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science and the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Clodagh Rose Saxton.
The Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Division of Commerce.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Jasmine May Anthony and Megan Ella Blackley. Mitchell David Booth, William Allen Brockbank and Alexander John Byers. Young Kao, Jacob Josiah Casey, and Liam David Chapman. Rufaro Chengeta, Yao Che Chiang, and Angus John Cotton. Harry Hawkins Delbeth, James Samuel Patrick Dalzell, and Dean John Delaney. Kate Ellis Duckmanton and Oliver Benjamin Fahey. Savannah Pearl Elan Folk Short, Janet Ann Fraser, and Jack Michael Greenlaw. Victoria Eliza Hartland, Jack Regan Hellier, and Liam Anthony Higgins. Daniel Matthew Kibbe, Chamisa Clark Landers, and Laura Nicola McCulloch. Lovely Nine Mealega, Jonty Field Matler, and Lara Jo McBride. Shelford Raymond Meads, Grace Patricia Butler Munro, and George William John Philps. Hamish Julian Priest, Izelda Junior Paronau and Ringor, and Devereux John Roberts. Sonia Saini and Benjamin James Dare Snell. Logan James Stapleton Smith, Hannah Ann Thupage, and Sarah Tong. Louis Jack Trapsky Selleck, Leah Tapono Mai Watson, and George McCullogo White. Hannah May Wooten, Penelope Gabriella Mary Young, and Shu Yu Zhao. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Business Administration, Melissa Kuila Lama, Troy. Troy Tahi Mihaka and Robert Nemaya O'Brien. Daniel Matane Poya and Anya Theron. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Economics and the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Mark Minyu Sundaram. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Entrepreneurship, Leonie Agnes Marie Blessing, Ashley Sarah Rose King, and Sharom Damika Kulatanga Arashej. Olivia Jane Marshall and Roy David McKee. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of International Business and the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Callum Shane Booth. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of International Business, Ezra Joash Nathaniel Murray and Quinn Thomas Pooley. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Professional Accounting, Mohammed Zahid Hanif. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Tourism, Jessica Barbara Maria Cabrito Lucas.
Pro-Vice Chancellor, Division of Humanities.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Science, Emma Felicity Dawler, Samantha Caitlin Finessi, and Simon Patrick Halmorganty. Kaita Matoya Rudd and Ella Grace Wagstaff. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Commerce, Matthew Warwick Spicer and Hannah Elizabeth Williams. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the award of the Postgraduate Diploma in Ministry, Sakali Thawanikawai and Margaret Neat. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the award of the Postgraduate Diploma in Teaching, David James Charles Mackenzie.
Pro-Vice Chancellor, Division of Commerce.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the award of the Postgraduate Diploma in Commerce, Anna Pearl McCorn. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the award of the Diploma for Graduates, Esther Kim Ardley, Shante Myra Jasmine Ma, and Don Kassan Gayathra Tantari Wattage.
I will now acknowledge those who have had degrees conferred in 2021.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present graduates in the degree of Bachelor of Science, Eleanor Frances Axton, Seung Min Seok, and Si Yu Yun. Chancellor, I have the honour to present a graduate in the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Tirani Bawana Wujisuria Apu Hamalaj.
The University of Otago has a long and proud tradition of teaching music, and the School of Performing Arts contributes much to the intellectual and cultural life of Dunedin. Soprano Sarah Hubbard is currently in her final year of her Bachelor of Music degree. She's been a regular soloist in local Dunedin productions, and last month was a finalist in New Zealand's Lexus New Zealand Song Quest. On piano today is Mark Wigglesworth, an Otago graduate who works with a wide range of singers, instrumentalists and choirs, both locally and nationally. Mark was a long-time member of the university's capping sextet. It's with great pleasure that I invite them to perform.
that day, that not so distant day, when you are far away and free. If you ever find a moment, spare a thought for me. And though it's clear, though it was always clear, that this was never meant to be, if you ever find a moment, spare a thought for me. Think of August when the trees were green. Don't think about the way things might have been. Think of me waking silent and resigned. Imagine me trying too hard to put you from my mind. Think of me, please say you'll think of me, whatever else you choose to do. There will never be a day when I won't think of you. Flowers fade, the fruits of summer fade, they have their seasons, so do we. But if you can still remember, you will think. Of me.
Thank you for that delightful performance. In recent years, universities in New Zealand and worldwide have placed increasing emphasis on their research performance and on the commercialisation of research, turning very clever research outcomes into products and services that are good for society and commercially valuable. One such success arising from University of Otago research is Pacific Edge Limited, a cancer diagnostics company specialising in discovering, building and commercialising innovative cancer diagnostic tests. This afternoon's guest speaker is David Darling, former Chief Executive Officer of Pacific Edge, who retired from this role earlier this year. Mr. Darling has over 40 years business experience in the development and international commercialisation of biomedical and biotechnology businesses and products. He led Pacific Edge from its early inception, contributing significantly to its global strategy and achievements. Please join me in welcoming Mr. David Darling to deliver the graduation address.
Good afternoon. It's an honour and a privilege to be here to give the graduation address on your special day. I'd like to acknowledge the academic and leadership teams from the University of Otago, parents and other distinguished guests here today, and of course the graduates for August 2022. My name is David Darling and I've recently retired as the CEO of Pacific Edge. a global business that develops and commercializes molecular diagnostics for the better detection and management of cancer. A company that was developed and runs its global business from right here in Dunedin. Firstly, congratulations on your graduation. This is a big milestone for you all and represents a significant amount of mahi, many lectures, exams, late nights, litres of beer and perpetual parties, I'm sure. I spent some time thinking about what I could say to you today that would be relevant, or what you may want to hear, or even some stories that I could tell and perhaps some thoughts to share with you. I can remember my graduations just, but I can't remember who the speaker was or what the speaker had to say. So it can't have been that compelling, and it probably didn't have any impact on my immediate future. I decided that today I would talk to you about making a difference and to share with you some of our Pacific Edge story. It started with the death of a young girl from a complication caused by cancer. It's the story of a small band of people who left the security of their known jobs and academic labs to go to the dark side and have a go. In the world of cancer, we at Pacific Edge all knew that the tools that physicians use to detect and manage cancer were poor. Our vision involved discovering and commercializing non-invasive molecular tests for early detection and better management of cancer to make a difference. But I want to start by talking to you about what happened to me when I was 6 years old. I drowned in a flooded sheep dip that was full of insecticide, and I was found more than 5 minutes later, 12 feet down on the bottom, about as technically dead as you can get. I was pulled out and given this new technique called mouth-to-mouth resuscitation by my uncle, who had just graduated the course a few months earlier. The impact of my misadventures didn't end there. In my 20s, I was shot in the head. I felt the impact and the shock realization, a bit like getting hit in the head with a hockey stick. Luckily, it hit the bone and lodged itself behind my eye. 8 hours later at 9 p.m. on a Sunday night, a physician was called back to the hospital to do the surgery and patch me up. I got to be thinking about this and realized a couple of things. Firstly, that I'm clearly hard to kill. Secondly, that you can always use a little bit of luck. And thirdly, that it's all about the people. Each of the people that patched me up had all graduated, and that their actions on those days mattered. They made a difference to me, and because of that, I was alive and was able to be part of a small group of technicians and scientists, most of whom who had graduated from the University of Otago, that dared to dream to make a difference. I'm talking about Pacific Edge, our global cancer diagnostics company. Our blue skies hypothesis at the start was that tumour cells would express genes differentially to those of normal cells. No one at this time knew this to be true. At about the same time, the human genome had just been sequenced, and a company had just started up in Germany making short sections of the coding for each of the 32,000 human genes. So diving into the deep end with nothing more than a few Pacific pesos in the bank account and a huge vision, we bought a bunch of these short synthetic genes from Germany, built ourselves a robot, and started pinprinting 32,000 genes onto glass slides for each patient, and then set about testing tumour tissue and matching normal tissue from hundreds of patients in 5 cancers: gastric, colorectal, endometrial, melanoma, and bladder cancer. This time of discovery lasted 3.5 years, at the end of which we dove into our gene expression database for the first of many aha moments. We found that our hypothesis to be true, and we were able to identify gene signatures for our 5 cancers. Today, our patent attorneys tell us that we have one of the largest patent portfolios in New Zealand. Of the 5 cancers that we were working on, we chose bladder cancer to be the first one to commercialise. We asked the urologists, if we could do one thing for you that would make a difference, what would that be? They told us, and we made that molecular test. It's called Cxbladder Detect. We went on to find out that urologists had many clinical issues that we could help with. Over the years, the science and technology development was unrelenting. There wasn't an easy way. There was no route map. And in commercial science, there simply wasn't an option to quit. We had to find a way through or around the many roadblocks. Today, we have 4 proprietary molecular tests in the market that cover clinical decision-making across the entire bladder cancer pathway. This new technology and approach to urology is comprehensive and revolutionary. Pacific Edge and the small team of people in Dunedin and in the US became the leading company in the world to take this approach and successfully deliver commercial outcomes for patients and physicians alike. Our Cxbladder products are accurate and they are disruptive to medical practice, and yet despite this disruption, New Zealand urologists have embraced Cxbladder. They've added these tests to the standard of care, and in many cases, Cxbladder has replaced the previous gold standard, cystoscopy. Today, New Zealand urologists lead the world. Many of them no longer practice urology the same way they were trained. They are making a significant difference. Today, Pacific Edge has commercial operations in New Zealand, Australia, Singapore, and the United States. We employ 86 people, 30 of whom are in Dunedin, our global head office and the place where we do the new product development and product improvement. We have a dedicated team of 54 people in the US driving our commercial sales. However, the global logistics, the digital marketing, and the coding of de novo software and technology that runs our tests are all operated from Dunedin. I've often paused to look back at the distance that each and every one of our team has travelled in making all this happen, often from a start point as an academic scientist, a technician, or a software coder. Every day they make a difference in the company that impacts positively on people's lives. In 2020, Pacific Edge's commercial growth rate propelled us into the NZX's S&P 50 index, ranked 38 with a market capitalisation of close to $1 billion. To date, we have invested close to $200 million of shareholders' funds, and in 2021, we raised a further $100 million to further the growth of the company. Today, we continue to deliver and look back and consider ourselves a 20-year overnight success. Throughout our journey, this small group of people stood up to be counted. They had many barriers to overcome, from the technological to the commercial, to regulatory and to reimbursement, from the doubters who repeatedly poured cold water on us, to the press that seemed hell-bent on discrediting us, to the urologists who wanted to protect their businesses, and the many investors who were looking for commercial success. On a daily basis, there was turmoil and often chaos. We were working often in a state of ambiguity, and there was always pressure to perform. And yet, despite this, we persevered. We overcame all of this and built $1 billion company. So in your journey, there will be risk. You are likely to fail with some of your endeavours. It may well be painful. It may test you to your core. You need to embrace it, get over it, stand up again, focus, and move on. Most of the time, the only things that you may be able to control will be your attitude and your perseverance. Always look for the positive, because when you're positive, the negatives dissipate and the doubters don't matter. Throughout our 20-year journey to build and grow Pacific Edge, the things that stand out to me have all been to do with our people. It's always about our people. Their will to succeed, their unflappable belief that we will prevail, and their ability to find humour in even the toughest times. He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. It is the people, the people, the people. And our esprit de corps at Pacific Edge is never, ever, ever give up. My challenge to you as you go forward in your life and your career is to stand up and be counted. To believe in yourself, accept that there will be risk, and then go out there and make a difference. It doesn't always need to be a big difference. It may be just to pull a small boy out of a flooded sheep dip. Do this, and you too may be blessed with a life less ordinary. Thank you, and congratulations to you all on your graduation.
For your thoughtful and engaging address this afternoon. We trust that your encouragement to persevere through challenges will resonate with our graduates as they embark on the next phase of their lives. I ask you to join me in thanking David Darling once more. On behalf of the University Council, thank you again for celebrating with us today. To those who have travelled long distances and to those closer to home, haere tu atu hoki tu mai. Safe travels and stay well. I also wish to thank the Vice-Chancellor, Professor David Murdoch, and our academic and professional staff at all of the university's campuses throughout the country for their outstanding contribution to ensuring our students experience a top quality and enjoyable education. And thanks today to the members of staff who organised and ran today's graduation so smoothly. Please join me in expressing our appreciation to our extraordinary staff. To you who have graduated or received diplomas, I offer the congratulations of the university on your new status, and I welcome you to its full and permanent membership. I charge you by the common bond that now unites us, henceforth to cherish the good name and reputation of the university and to strive for the advancement of knowledge and the extension of understanding. I trust that in your different vocations, your lives may be fruitful of good to yourselves and to those amongst whom you live. The academic anthem Gaudeamus will now be sung. The words are printed inside the back cover of your graduation booklet. Please stand for the anthem and remain standing as the academic procession retires. Kia ora tātou.
Vivant me